Hey, welcome back to House Money. Today, we're talking about something that every kid and every parent needs to understand about how to figure out if a side hustle or a summer job, any business is actually is it worth your time? In other words, what's the real return on investment or what's called the ROI? ROI is return on investment. So there's a simple formula. And here's like the basic way to think about it, that your profit you're going to make is equal to the sale price minus any fees or commission or taxes and shipping, minus the cost of the item itself, which actually paid for it, and then minus the value of your time. A lot of people don't take into account what the value of their time is. So that's it. Everything else is just details around those four pieces. And we'll talk about those pieces. So first, the cost of the thing you're selling. So the lower you can get this, the better your profit, right? Now, great place to find cheap stuff, free stuff, even better because your cost of the item and free stuff is zero. So it really helps that equation. You can find stuff at garage sales, estate sales. You can buy things in bulk. You can find things that people are giving away. And there's other strategies too that we're going to in the course. But the goal is simple. Like pay as little as possible for what you're going to sell. Okay. That's the cost of the goods you're going to sell. And you want to maximize the sale price. And for that, you have to look at where you're going to sell the item. So on the other end, you want the highest sale price you can reasonably get. You also want to think about how long it's going to take you to sell. So you don't want to sell it for the highest price you can get. You always want to be kind of the lowest price in the platform that you're selling if there's competition. Where you sell matters a lot. So say like eBay or a specialized site like Etsy would be great for smaller things, easy to ship or specialized. But for bigger items that are hard to ship, like bikes, like lawnmowers, furniture, yard equipment, they're usually better on Facebook Marketplace or even Craigslist. Great places still to sell things that you don't ship. So here's a quick tip: look at what similar items have actually sold before you price your item. Okay, don't look at what people are asking for the as a price. Look and see what they've sold for. You can do that on eBay, and we'll go into that in the course um, to kind of show you where to go to look for that. But um, those totals are more important because it'll tell you what the actual market price is, not just what people are asking for the price. The asking price might vary dramatically, and it might sit up there forever and not sell. So this is one of the things that a lot of people skip or don't think of, especially kids. It's the value of your time. Okay. An adult's time might be worth, say, $50, $100 an hour, um, even hundreds of dollars an hour if you're a doctor or a lawyer, if you get paid by the hour. In these scenarios, you're actually trading time for money, right? And what service you provide determines what your time is worth. But a kid or a teenager's time is usually closer to what they could make by doing chores and other lawns or even a minimum wage if they could get a minimum wage job. So you have to count this time and value it. What's the time it takes to prepare the item you're selling, to clean it up, to take photos, to list it, to answer messages, to drop it off, or to ship it? It's usually less time than you think, but and the more you do, the easier that gets, the less time you'll spend doing it. But if it takes you a few hours to make $20 after all your costs are in, that's not really a great deal. You have to consider what's the cost of your time and how long it's going to take to get that thing um, sold. There's also another concept that we'll go into in another course, but it's called the velocity of money, right? So if you can make $100 on the sale, and then you could turn that around and make another $100 on the sale after 3 days, 5 days a week, that's much better than if it takes you a month to do that because you can then turn that money over faster. But here we're just focusing on the return on investment for each item you're selling. So in the course, we'll break down all these in more detail, the components I just talked about. But you already have enough to start. Okay, just think about it this turn. You can take that one. The most important step is just start. Pick something small, sell it, learn. Okay. Every time you do this, you're building your skills that will benefit you for the rest of your life. You're going to be you could be learning about saving, tracking, investing, making money, pricing things, selling things, And that's what we cover in house money. So that's house money. Thanks for watching. Look out for the next video. Join, subscribe. Thanks.